Hi, I'm Dr. Mark Rosenberg, and today we're going to talk about how to deal with shin splints. Your bones are covered with a thin membrane called periosteum. It's very rich in blood and nerve supply. When you break a bone, the bone itself doesn't hurt. It's the interruption or tearing of the periosteum that hurts. When people run a lot, when they do high-impact aerobics, you can get a muscle along the shin called the tibialis anterior adhere to the tibialis bone. That's your shin bone. That's that sharp edge bone that you feel right here. And what happens is normally when you run, this tibial muscle, tibialis anterior to be exact, should rub along the tibia. What happens is it can adhere to it. You can get an adhesion there. And then it starts to hurt because when you run, every time your foot impacts, instead of this going up and down, it just hits and it tears away the periosteum from the bone. That lifts the edges and it starts to hurt. So in order to fix this or correct this, what you have to do is you have to push the tibialis anterior away from the bone. Now, mine's very flexible. I stretch. Okay, I work on this a lot so it's not stuck, but for some of you, this muscle may not move at all. So what you do at first is you take your hands like this and you roll this way as if you're kneading dough. And you roll, and at first it won't go. And you work all the way down to the ankle. All the way down. And you roll. So you're on either side of what the calf muscle, and you roll. You're trying to roll the muscle around the bone. And you roll. And you roll. And you roll. And you work all the way down. After you do that, you take your fingers and you push along the edge of the bone here in, away. It may hurt. You may hear a little pop and feel a lot of relief. Your leg may get warm because there's blood going there. But what you do is you push this away. And what that does is it pushes the muscle, the adhesion, off the periosteum, which is the cause of your shin splint. And after you do that, you can roll back and do this again. And it may not be fixed in one time. You might have to do it multiple times. Some people get relief from icing the shin splint. That can bring down some inflammation. One of the things you could try is do this after a hot shower or a hot bath, so your muscles are really warmed up. Again, this muscle here is probably going to be hard as a rock. Mine's pretty soft, so you want to rub it this way. Okay, and that's it for shin splints for today.